Hi, my name is Christian Moreno and I will be explaining simple and fractional distillation. Distillation is a technique used for separating and purifying liquids. By heating the flask, this will allow the separation of two or more liquids by distillation at different boiling temperatures. The more volatile liquid, the liquid with the lower boiling point will typically separate first, and the vapor will pass into a condensing column where it can revert into a liquid. The purpose for this experiment is to separate ethanol from a mixture containing both ethanol and water through the use of a simple distillation and fractional distillation. The two main kinds of distillation are simple distillation and fractional distillation, and both are used widely, but both have their advantages and disadvantages. Some advantages for simple distillation are that it is faster and less energy consumption is needed, while fractional distillation provides a much better separation between liquid and a mixture can purify better. The disadvantage of simple requires the liquid to have a larger boiling point and gives a poor separation. The fractional distillation takes longer for liquids to be distilled and it consumes more energy. The materials needed for this experiment were a heating mantle, water jacket condenser, a round bottom flask, a thermometer, a distillating head, and vacuum. For the fractional distillation apparatus, the only materials added was the distillating column and glass beads to evaporate pure ethanol. Ethanol is a very flammable liquid and should be handled with care and should be kept away from heat and open flames. Should not be ingested and can cause irritation to the skin, eyes, and the respiratory tract. The purpose of this experiment is to separate ethanol from a mixture containing both ethanol and water through the use of a simple distillation and a fractional distillation by comparison. When the two liquids are mixed together, the liquid that is more volatile will typically have a higher vapor pressure. Once the vapor condenses, it turns back into a liquid and it is collected every 0.5 milliliters until a total of 15 milliliters for the comparison of simple and fractional distillation. This is a result for the simple and fractional distillation. The lines on the graph are similar to each other until it hits a specific point for the fractional distillation. It is noticed that at a certain point the temperature is constant, indicating that the ethanol is evaporating. When the temperature rises significantly, this is an indication that the water is evaporating. To find the ratio of ethanol and water, I looked at the millimeters of ethanol that it took to completely evaporate. As you can see, for fractional distillation, 12.5 milliliters of ethanol were used. I divided 12.5 milliliters of ethanol over 20 milliliters of the total solution used and multiply it by 100 to get the percentage of ethanol. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you understood simple distillation and fractional distillation. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you.